Hi everyone, uh,
Hi.
and welcome back to the Ghroob stream. Today we're going to be doing some programming primarily around the prologue and doing a little bit of like things for level one, kind of setting up the intro on like how we're going to introduce the villain and whatnot. So yeah, show us what you're doing, like Hamad.
Yes. Okay. So over here we have the prologue. It's just composed of like the parts that we will go through. So how the prologue, how we program the prologue is it's just text over text, and how it works is like if let me see. Yes. So like there's text in this section, and it moves to that section, activates it, and deactivates this section, and so on until it reaches the end. Right, so let us begin. Like over here, you see like the text is overlapped. The text overlapped. Like, It's not really clear, but the thing is, it's not just one text, just divided. So if we move this, you can see it. But how it works is that it goes to this and it fades to this, and so on until the end. And then if we move to this section, so let's see it in action. Right.
All right, let's take a look.
Starting right now. And this studios production. Develop.
Seems to be lagging on my end here. I mean, yeah, okay, there it is.
Okay. So that's number one. It's activated. We just click on this text, and we move to number two. Yes. So that's just the prologue, the story of the game before it begins. It's just like we took inspiration. Faris, you want to say something?
No. Just I mean, well, you're on you're on the right track there. We took inspiration from Firewatch, and this is just kind of like a short story to kind of get you a little invested in what's going on before you actually get into the game itself. So yeah, we learn a little bit about the backstory of some of the characters, and how did you work through the like different choices that you get to choose later on? So like right now there's only like one choice where you just kind of go through it. How did you work through the like two choice like situation?
Okay. Here we go. So there are over here two choices in this section. It gets divided to 24.1 if he choose direct selection, and the 34.2 if he chooses the right one. And each one has like, let me see. And each one, 24.1 will lead to 24.3, and 24.2 will lead to 24.4. And so on.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I see.
We can.
So it's like alternating then.
Yes. Each one has their own path. Like after 24, we go to 25. Like that's the side of the story. But it branches into
into one thing, and like that as like a tip to anyone that's watching, to save kind of time and resources, you make certain options kind of slowly lead to the same location, especially like if you don't have the time or ability to really create two entirely diverging paths, then they kind of need to lead into one choice really. It's just kind of to give the illusion of choice.
Yes.
So yeah.
So on some menus, like I was debugging the menus, like let's see for example, let me see. I'm just searching for the menus that are so huge, like with text, a lot of text.
Yeah.
Like we need to check if the text fits. Like we're over here on 48. Okay. So like over here we see it. Like
I think reduce the space between the breaks. So like
Yes.
between like your dad tries like several times and it's like getting dark and things like that. If you reduce those spaces, I feel like those spaces are firstly they're not equal.
Yes.
You know.
Let me see.
And also, I guess reducing them slightly, because it's so close to the edge of the screen that I think it's kind of moving past the point where it's comfortable for the eyes to look at. So,
One thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Raya isn't here. Like I thank Raya for doing this, and we have to touch into this again. So if we are going to space between texts, between multiple text files or just text sections, we can and we don't have to worry about a lot about spacing. We can use this. 1 minute. Okay, we can use this feature called component, not feature. It's a component called vertical group layout, which just automatically spaces between objects. So let's, for example, say 10. And now there is a text over here. Let me deactivate this so everyone can see. Like I saw through it, none of the menus use the vertical group layout, so I'll go through that, like through fixing everything. So that's the new text. Let's add another one, UI, new text 2. That's the second text, and we go over here. Let's increase the spacing, and as you can see, the text goes down, up. We have aligning middle left. That depends on the center of the component or the element in Unity's hierarchy. But for now, let's go for upper left. And it's not only for text. We can also have buttons. We have button 1. No, we can't move it inside. Okay. So let's run it. So if we add another button. I just wanted to try. Yeah. So we can't have it on two sides. So that should be separately added outside the vertical group layout. So that's my explanation on using vertical group layout. We have the main menu and level 1. We're still working on it. We're so close to completing the gray box 100%.
Yeah, it's currently really just waiting on the assets that we have coming very soon. Hopefully by the end of the week, because then next week we can actually show it off. If we don't get it by the end of the week, then we cannot show it off. But yeah, I'm just hoping for that. But yeah, otherwise then we'll have level 1 mostly done, right? Away from the guy and then the chase stops.
Oh, I was focusing more on the witch. So let's see.
I mean, the witch. I mean, also has with almost everything really. You're supposed to be able to run away, and the chase can end.
Okay, so I was working. Thing is, I was working on the key for the gate. And if the player has the key, okay, they can open the gate.
I think
but we can program this.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's okay. Might as well. So yeah. So like, what Brian told us was that like if we just don't focus on like on like okay, because chapter 1 is split into 3 levels, right? So ignore level 1 and level 2. I mean, sorry, not level 1, level 2 and 3. Okay, yeah. And just focus on 1. And so there's no key, no gate yet, all of that stuff. And just have the entrance of like the main like villain, and like just have that section polished, and then we can go back over the rest later, right? So yeah, I think ignore the rest, really. Just like focus on like oh, look at it.
There's an animation. I just wanted to see if it's visible in the stream. Like that's the idle animation.
Are they sending us animations? I believe they are, but like yeah, this is just from like this is just from, like from Mixamo.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Oh my god, that's so cool.
So how it works is inside the witch. Let me go fast to the witch. Okay. Oh no, why is it? Yeah, sometimes Unity does this funny thing in which like the rendering just cuts off like far away from the actual camera. But to fix it, we just double click on what we want to see. And it just goes close to it. We can just zoom in. Yes. So the witch has an animator, like an animation, which has a controller. If we double click on the controller, we see over here the states. We have when the game starts, the animation controller goes into entry, and then it goes to whatever animation we initiated it for. So that for this, I was just testing the Mixamo animation if it works for the witch. That's
I mean, it looks to be working fine.
Yes, so that's breathing idle, not just idle, and that's the motion. We can make it so fast so you can see the witch breathes so fast. Maybe she was running away from something. So let me see. We got this from here. Yes, so that's the Mixamo file. So how when we download from Mixamo, we just go to the download options, Unity for FBX, FBX for Unity, the other way around. And it gives us the rig that we set it on, the 3D model, the material, and that is the mesh. That is the mesh. That's the rig. That's the character. That's the 3D model. And there's the mesh, just the triangles. And that's the animation.
Man, the art house really did like a good job on her, honestly.
It was really good. And we can since we have the file, we can
test out the animation.
Yes, and play with for example, the texture. Maybe make it more polished, add more polygons inside it, and so on. That's in the prefabs over here. So that is for the animation. All right. So we wanted to.
Is there any way to make her less shiny?
Shiny.
Yeah, she's rather shiny.
Oh.
Like you see how like I don't know, her clothes kind of look like they're made of like nylon. Yeah.
Problem is this is one texture. Like we go over here, art house. That's the witch. We go to textures. No. This one. So like as if you can see over here, all of the clothes and her face as well. That's her face over here.
Yeah. Okay. So like you can't I don't know, maybe bring the smoothness
Is it good?
Oh yeah, that's better.
Yes, that's better. I can see it. Yes.
Yeah, it is better. It looks more like cloth rather than like it was pretty shiny earlier.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, can you go back to level 1, please?
Okay. Like I was
Yeah.
testing level 2 in here, so I was like, I'd move the player over here.
Yeah,
So
now
just moving back to level 1.
now we're gonna have to ignore level 2 and have it like a
Yes.
thing that like kind of stops people from going into level 2. The thing is, I don't think it's gonna take too long for me to build it if like I get the assets,
Like we're close right now.
Yeah, we're
like,
so
polishing
close.
level 2 and level 3.
Yeah, I know.
We could include it in the demo, and then like
we could, yes. But what Brian said is like, if you're sure you can do level 1, focus on level 1. If you have more time, do the rest.
Okay.
Which I think is fair. So yeah. Okay, wait. Let's like start up. Like into like level 1 and wait, hold on.
Oh, I just clicked play.
Yeah.
You want me to remove the enemy, right?
Yes, just remove the enemy right now. Yeah.
Stop.
It's cool.
I stop the game.
Okay.
And now the enemy. Which one? Yes, it's this one.
Just turn him off right now.
We have him in the prefabs. Let me see. Patrol. That's the enemy patrol, but where is the variant? That's the variant over here. So let me check. Like before I delete this one inside the level, let me check if the variant has everything that we need. Variant path script. Let's see, like it has this script, but that one is not like. Let me see. Let's update. Let's keep an original one. Oh, like we can see over here, like that's because of the vision thing. So it's far away. Let me see. Will it work if I place another one? Yes. We have 2 enemies right now. And this enemy, we just have to configure the thing, the destination, the player, and the audio that plays when the chase starts.
Yeah, just hold on before you do that. Let's just remove the enemies and get into the game so that I can show you like at what point like to introduce the enemy and things like that.
Okay, so the enemy isn't here. Now let's see. So do we play?
Yes.
Okay.
Press play.
Okay, here we go. On the lantern. Moving slowly.
Looks like we have a viewer in the chat, which is awesome. But well, not in the chat, but in the in like the numbers, which is cool. Okay, yes. Now okay, let's head a little further into close to where you get to like level 2.
Okay, so for example, we cross the bridge.
You're lagging, sure, yeah.
Oh, I think that's because of the stream lag. It's over here. We see behind the tree the page 1.
Yeah, I might change the location of page 1 or something. I don't know. The only reason I want to do that is to let them know that there are pages before I hide them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, he had a book and it disappeared. Someone took his book, so he was searching for the book, and pages were torn out of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah. So like the book is supposed to be a Quran, but it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna tear pages of the Quran. Oh. Essentially, it's like, yeah, it's his dad's, and like it's like his mom taking it away, you know, so that she can do. Anyway, spoilers. Uh-oh.
Okay,
Everyone keep it a
so
secret.
we head to the campfire.
Yes. So head to the campfire.
Oh, I just want to like use a 3D model from what was the website? Not Sketchfab. Not sure what was called Sketchfab. Yes, I think it's Sketchfab. They have like royalty-free 3D models to use from there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're also like going to get a what's it called?
3D models from the outhouse.
Yeah. Like we're going to get a bonfire and everything. Okay, wait. So now, it's going to be darker, right? So, so how it's going to happen is, you get to a point either here or on the other side. There needs to be like a box,
Like over here.
right about where you're standing, really. Okay.
Like over here.
No. Past it. It's got to be past the bridge.
Like yes.
Oh wait, it's I think it's catching up. Because I can't. No. By past the bridge, I mean like closer to the exit of like level 1. Yeah, like head a little closer. Wait, do I have the? Oh no, I can't show you this one. Yeah, close to the valley. Just head in like into the water, Shreya.
Onto the water. Okay. Like I'm not sure if we should keep like the player walking on water or we'll disable it.
No, not disable it. I think just slow them down.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay. Like significantly. Okay. So like right about here, really. Okay. I want you to slow the player down. Okay.
Yes.
And like have the enemy start to come through that area where the water is. Yeah, like come through there towards you. Okay, and I want you to slow the player down for a significant amount of time, because I want the chase to start and then them run away to the start of like the level. I want to push them back. You see?
How about like we make it like a cutscene? Like we make the player like they can't control the player. They just see like something like a cutscene from the perspective of the player. They just see the enemy, and then the chase starts, and then like something that like a text box appear on the canvas says like run away from the enemy, and then they get back to control the player.
The thing is, the reason I don't want to make it like a cutscene like that is because then it feels a little bit like a tad less organic, and I want them to have enough control that they're inquisitive. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna hear like the footsteps with the chains, you know, and then it's gonna be dark there, so they're not gonna be able to see it until their lantern hits it.
Okay.
And then that is when the chase starts. Okay, so we're gonna play with that until it works that way. But yeah, so then like it screams and it starts to like chase. And then I want to now. Can you turn around and look to the start of the level?
Yes. I'm looking at the start of the level.
Okay, now just head in that direction. I want to tell you where I want to push them back to, just so that you get an idea of like how far I want to push them back. Okay, so like they're currently being chased. They're being chased. Just keep heading through the trees and everything. Okay, to just pass around that tree, like the second tree that you just passed. Yeah. Wait. Can you walk up closer to it so I know which one you're talking about? It's still loading, if anything. No, the next one.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I want them to go as far back as that, really. So I want them to be chased away and then have to hide from him now. You know?
Yes. That's a good way of losing progress.
Yeah, like you lose just a little bit of like progress, because what I want is them to be able to explore the level like a little bit without having the enemy there, because now they're kind of curious, like what's going on, you know what I mean? So they're going to be roaming around like
Normally.
the level, yeah, and then they get to that point and then, oh no, okay, I'm being chased. So then you head like further back, and now you have an idea of what the layout of the place is. And so for like the first level, like it's basically a tutorial. I think that's fine, because now they know like the layout of the place, and then now they have to hide through it. And so once they get past that portion, then they will not know like the layout, and they'll have to explore as they hide. But just for now, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like you lose a little bit of progress, but you learn the area before you hide. So that's the idea. So how would you make it that like the enemy spawns in that area and starts to like head towards the like the first level area?
Let's do that right now.
Okay, let's do it.
Like I have like I was testing it over there. Let me see. It's called Trigger Box. No. Why is it not over there? Where's the Trigger Box? Why is it over there? But yes, a Trigger Box too. This is like this Trigger Box where I made the script called enemy spawn. It spawns this enemy. Let me open it. Oh, it's taking time. Yes, here. It
spawns an enemy.
In spawn area. And spawn area is over here. So that the enemy that smells the player spawns over here. I was just testing it out. And it works. So we can have this as a prefab. I mean, I still have the script, so we can just reuse the script in another trigger box over here. So let me put the trigger box, create an empty game object. See, where should I put it? Like, I don't want it to be far away. Let me click over here. Okay, like if I create an empty, because like there are so many game objects, I can't like click on something that's empty.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that's trigger box 0. That's the first one. Over here. And for the trigger box, we should have a collider. Box collider. Small first. Just drag this up. Increase the size. Just make it big as that. Let me create this new script for it, so like I can explain like how the player gets slowed down, the enemy spawns, and then we don't want the bot to be there after that. We want the bot to delete itself. So let me do first encounter, like that explains like box 0. First encounter, we put it on trigger box 0, please. Why are we lagging?
It's okay.
Yes, I won't drag it. Like first click on trigger box 0 and then yes, come on. Okay, trigger box 0, first encounter. I'll open first encounter and I'll open enemy spawn at the same time, so we can like faster. Okay, so that is enemy spawn over here, first encounter. So for that, we can have these 3 public game objects. The player, the collider detects the player, and then it spawns the enemy that is assigned to And we can have this as a transform. Like we don't have a right spawn area dot transform dot position. We just write spawn area dot position, or just spawn area. That's all. Over here, let's instantiate function. And with that, go distance. Let me see distance. Oh, I was just testing out the health system over here, but it wasn't working. So let's have it over here. Should be private void on trigger enter. So that's when the player enters the collider. So since we have the player, the game object of the player, let's see. We should create a function for the player movement. Let's see, player movement. Okay, player movement is over here. The speed is 9. And let's see what the multipliers, there's like speed multiplier, let me see. Like we need to review the code that we wrote before. Yes, that's the sprinting multiplier, I didn't see it. Sprinting, oh, it's up there. It's up there. Oh, sprinting multiplier was assigned like over here. We didn't write the sprinting multiplier like over here. We just like assign it in the inspector. So we should, for example, if we want to reuse the slowdown, we could have a public float slowdown. Let's have a variable for us right now. So like by how much will the player be slowed down? Say for example, this is 9. If it takes 1 second.
If that's 9, maybe bring it down to a 4.
Okay, so that will be 9.
Like half, really. You know what I mean? So yeah. And then let's test it from there, you know. So
yes. Okay, so that's the slowdown multiplier. So that's the first encounter. Let's have a function for it. So that's all in update. We need to call this function, so I'll keep it public. Public void. Slow. Yeah. So speed times equal slowdown.
Hold on though. Okay, so when you're doing this though, isn't the player going to be slowed down the second it like touches the box, but then the box deletes itself? How is the player going to speed up?
Here's the thing. I just thought of an idea. When the enemy sees the player has to be like bool to have a bool variable called found, and found returns the speed.
Okay.
So this calls the function 1.
So like once chase starts, speed returns.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. So public bool found. Like we have like public bool found for the enemies. We can connect it with the player. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 5 minutes left for this session. see if found is true. Speed. We should have a variable that takes speed, like because it will be multiplied. So I can say speed equals speed because want like speed holder. That's not speed holder, but we want make it into the inspector. Like just float speed holder. We should have it in the start. Speed holder is equal to speed. If found, speed is equal to speed holder. So that returns the speed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we have here version system, version size.
Though, also, will it cause a problem if they're crouching as they enter the box?
The box is.
Yeah, because then if they're crouching, they're slower, right? So if they're crouching as they enter the box, then it makes speed equal to speed holder.
Wait, speed equal to speed holder?
Yeah, because their speed changes when they crouch, so it means then their default speed will be them crouching speed. Do you get what I mean? Or maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like
Okay, so to explain, like when the player crouches and they are slowed down, they'll be so slow.
yes, but then the speed holder value will be the crouching speed, won't it be?
No, at the beginning it takes the speed, unless they're crouching in the beginning, which I don't think is possible.
Like you mean in the start of the level when they spawn in?
Yeah, when they
okay.
when they spawn in, or I can just make void awake to avoid that problem. Void awake.
Yeah, because I thought that this was just when they like trigger the box, you know?
Like that. That's when the game gets awake. Like, is it like before the first frame of the game? Like it just sets it up so we can avoid like some play tester just pressing shift and then oh no, why is my player so slow when the enemy found it? So that fixes it.
Okay, cool.
Let's see how many minutes we have left. I think
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay.
I mean, we can start kind of like slowly like wrapping this up because we have like 2 minutes left.
Okay, so over here that's an stone. Let's have this function. For the person counter, if other type is equal to player, it instantiates the enemy, which is the enemy that looks onto spawn area. Yep, it works. And criterion.identity, that's just the normal rotation.
All right, okay.
And with that, like, as we need to have a pathway for a new pathway system for the enemy. Like he gets out.
Yeah, like he gets out, then he has to continue around the path that like you laid out before. So it means the only change is that I guess he comes out of that area, and then like the chase starts, and then after the chase ends, then he continues the regular path that you set out earlier.
Yes. Just seeing the relation between each. Yes, that's the enemy path. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So just let me know what your progress is on this, like a little bit later. And yeah, so I hope everyone who is watching enjoyed our stream. Like stick around. There's another stream like coming up after us. I believe it's a pro stream, if I'm not wrong. Yes, there's a pro stream with Corey coming up after us. So yeah, appreciate everyone for like stopping by, and bye.
Goodbye. My mask died.
Oh well.
Goodbye.
Bye everyone.
Goodbye.